Hi, Bumblebee. I just left you a message, a text that I was going to be on, and I looked up and here you were already on. Yeah, that's when he was younger. I don't know how many years ago, at least 5 years ago. Yeah, he's still hanging on. He's very tired all the time. Yes, I just sold this little Toto from the Wizard of Oz that I just got him. He's so sweet. I just sold him. He's going to Texas. Got a new home, Toto. Careful because they have tornadoes down in Texas. Yes, I thought I'd just come on and actually I forgot my cup of tea. So I will just have to have some Gatorade. I was actually upstairs because this was actually a no makeup day for me. So I did rush upstairs and put a little something on anyway. Yesterday was the day I went out to my daughter's house and helped her start her her eBay, not channel or store or whatever you want to call it. When you first start, you can't have a store. You just go on and start selling some things. So she had already gone to the bank, like I told her, and got a separate checking account. She has a business account for her photography business. She didn't want to combine it with eBay. So she went to the bank and got just another personal checking account, which is all I have. You don't need a business account. Just something to keep your money separate from your regular personal or your other business account. So she did that and she was all set, but she hadn't actually went on and made an account. So we went online on her computer and gave her an account, connected her bank account to her eBay, and we had to get at least one listing on. Now, let me tell you, remember she was getting a lot of free stuff from this lady that lived behind her. That lady has already, unfortunately, died from her cancer. She just died a few days ago. It was so fast. But her friend that lives in the same house is now getting rid of all her things because she's going to have her mother come and live in that house. Anyway, it turns out that this lady she wasn't a hoarder because she only liked clothes. I would say she had a buying problem by the looks of things. But the good thing is all the things are either new with tags or they've been hung up and they've never, a lot of them, now we only went through 2 bags. She has to have at least 12 to 15 bags and there's still more coming. And they're huge black garbage bags that stretch. So you can imagine how many clothes. There has to be hundreds and hundreds of pieces of inventory that Michelle is going to start with, all free inventory. How can you fail? So we went through 2 bags and pretty much it all is bread and butter things. There's no real home runs here. They're all things from Catherine's, but they're all plus sizes because she was a plus size lady. So all plus sizes, which is good. But there's all tops and pants mostly is what we found. And then we just discovered there's a bag of shoes. However, she was only a size 5. So they're very small shoes, but we haven't gone through those shoes yet. There was a bag of purses. And what we've seen so far, the purses are a lot of straw bags, a lot of summer straw bags. Some of them looked like she had been on a cruise, a lot of tropical type looking vacation type. Now the straw bags can do pretty well. Michelle thinks they're awful, but you don't have to love your things you're selling if they're going to sell. The clothes are, there's a tremendous amount of clothing from Kohl's, Croft and Barrel, a lot of Croft and Barrel, a lot of tops, a lot of cardigan sweaters, a lot of sweatshirts. And we started a pile of Christmas things. There's Christmas turtleneck, Christmas sweaters, Christmas sweatshirts. So she has really hit the mother lode of bread and butter items. I have a hair or something tickling me here. So now I got sort of, we tried flat lay, and we tried to go down to her studio downstairs and do some hang. She doesn't have a mannequin, which isn't a problem. A lot of people don't use mannequins, so that's no problem. But I wanted to show her how to do the hanging thing with the hanger on the wall. Well, she has all kinds of backdrops and everything. The trouble is her lights are strobe lights. They're not, they go off with her good camera. When her camera goes off, the lights strobe go off. So she didn't have any regular lights. But I think I have extra umbrella lights. I went from umbrella lights to the big box lights. And I think I saved the umbrella lights. I think they're upstairs. So I'll take those out there for her to use. She just needs some lighting when she doesn't use natural lighting. But we did go outside and try to take some flat lays outside. And we at least got one item on. Because, of course, when you're doing this for the very first time, her create a listing does not look at all like mine, because I have a store, I have all kinds of templates. She doesn't have any of that. So when you're a new lister, that first page where it says, okay, list your first item, it looks altogether different. So it took us a while to get through that. And finally, she had her first item up live on eBay. That's all she's put on so far, unless she's done something today. I just feel like she needs to put the limit she can put on, which is I think only 10 when you start. They give you a limit of how many items that you can put on. It's to keep scammers from putting thousands of items on and collecting money and then just disappearing. So they give you a limit. If they see that you're doing everything like a regular seller would do, but you can put all kinds of, you can keep going and keep listing, and they'll be in your drafts. So I need to, I just feel like if I could go over there and list a whole bunch of items for her, we'd have a better start, because I haven't talked to her today, but I'll bet you anything she has not put another item on, and she's not going to get anywhere if she doesn't start listing like right away, lots of items. Even if she can only have 10 active, she can have a whole bunch in drafts, and eBay will see that. And then they'll give her more listings to put up. So anyway, it's not for the lack of inventory, because she has this huge amount of inventory. And what do you want? My kitty's talking to me. So I took a bunch of things over that I had, like I have a whole bunch of eBay stuff that I get for free every quarter. I have an abundance of that. So I took her some of those things. So and some poly bags and things that she would need right away. She bought some totes, and she bought a hanging rack, which isn't going to get very far without. She has 1,000 items probably, but it'll get her started anyway. So we just did, the first lesson was only what you need to begin with. You need a scale. She bought the scale, and it already had come. We got that set up. It's the same Accutech scale as everybody uses. So we got the scale set up because we had to weigh that first item we put on. We went through the whole process of taking the picture, of measuring it, and I told her about putting the measuring tape on the item when you take the pictures. I don't do it that way, but she liked that idea, so I'm thinking she'll probably do it that way. A lot of people do it, and Hustle at Home Mom, who's very successful, that's how she takes her pictures. Her pictures are all flat lay on the ground. I don't know how she's still doing that. She's 9 months pregnant, but I can't get down on the ground and do flat lays like that anymore. So I have to hang things. But if I put things on a table, I suppose I could take 2 pictures of 2 different with the tape measure across. But I just do it my way now, and it's pretty fast because I'm used to doing it that way. But when you're first starting, she's searching for ways for her to do it. And she liked the idea of the tape measure. That way you don't have to fill in all that stuff about sizes down in the description. So that may be the way she's going to do it, which is fine. I think Daily Refinement, I think he does it that way too. So you can't get, somebody better to copy from. I have to get her to start watching some reseller videos, on YouTube. Get her enthused. Let's see, what else did we need? We needed the totes. She got 4 totes, which will get her started. It took her 5 minutes to decide how she wanted to number her totes, but she finally figured that out. So we listed her first item, with all the information on. I told her how I put the little Post-it notes on the bag. So it's all the information's on there when she puts it in the tote. And she has to put the number of the tote on her listing so she can find the item when she gets to have a lot of things. What she needs most to do is to clear off a table. We had no table that was clear because we're doing this in the office where she runs her photography business. So there was no table that was clear, like someplace like here where she can spread out things, measure, and do shipping. She needs to clear off a table or get another table. I think she has one downstairs, but I don't know. She knows she has to do that. So there's 2 or 3 things she has to do before I'll go back out there and we'll get to the next lessons. But I hope she stays enthused about this, because she certainly does have a real head start. I mean, when you have that much free inventory, it doesn't really matter if you sell things for $8.95. You're going to make some sort of a profit, but you're going to have to put a lot of listings up. If you have lower price things, you just have to do quantity. You know, she's not going to do quality on these items. So she won't have to go shopping or thrifting for a year. But that's what she was afraid of. If she went shopping, she wouldn't know what to buy. Yeah, that was really sad. And she's very upset about it, because she knew this lady quite well from, you know, they both have dogs. They had dogs and they would talk over the fence all the time. And yeah, it just happened so quick that, yeah, it was bowel cancer. And she was, before she even found out, it was stage 4. So she just sort of went right downhill and into hospice. Anyway, she should start a Posh. Let me see who's. I did tell her that she could also start a Posh closet, because it's so much easier to list things, and she'd have plenty of time. She'd only have a few things, and takes, you know, doesn't take any time to share your closet when you just have a few things. And then she would have 2 places that she would be selling. The thing is, she needs to make some sales so it keeps her enthused. And she's more apt to do that with a second platform, because eBay is going to be slow, and I can't really tell her that, because it just make her all bummed out. But it doesn't happen fast on eBay. I mean, you have to get a lot of listings up there for the eBay algorithms to start paying attention to you. Yeah, when eBay won't let her list much. Yes, I did that. So that may be the second lesson. We'll open a Poshmark closet, even though she could do that. I mean, it's so easy to start, and she could do it on her phone. She wanted to do eBay on her phone, but it's so much easier when you have to type in so much stuff on eBay. It's easier when you do it on the computer. You can do it on the phone, but yeah, eBay's easier on the computer, but Poshmark, you can do it on the phone. I think no problem. She should sort out items that look good for fall. Yeah, we were overwhelmed. we went through 2 bags, okay? In those 2 bags, there were a lot of sweaters and sweatshirts and Christmas stuff already. So she has plenty to put on there for fall. Yeah, the only summery things that were in those first bags were at the bottom of one of the bags were the straw bags. Now that's definitely summery, but they're apt to sell. You know, if you look up straw bags, there were a couple brand names. One was Capelli, I think, which I found that on eBay. I mean, they're not going for $50, $60, but they're going for, you know, $20, $25, which would be fine for her. So the trouble is, like yesterday, it was nice during the day, but it was going to storm later on. So I don't want to leave Dexter. So I went out to Michelle's house, which is a half hour away. Went out to her house at noontime, and I had Jolene, my dog walker, come about 3 o'clock and be with Dexter, just to let him out and just to be with him for a little while. And then I left Michelle's about 6 o'clock. So we didn't get a whole lot done in all that time from say 1 o'clock to 6 o'clock. We didn't get all that done, but there was a lot of having to decide where she was going to do things and clearing things off and things that she could do herself now before I come back the second time. Using the photography lights with her camera should work if they go off when she shoots. Yes, but she does not want to use her good. She made this quite clear. She doesn't want to use her good camera equipment for eBay. She wants to do it on her phone. So that's fine. She knows a tremendous amount about lighting, so there shouldn't be a problem with using natural light. She should be able to find a place in her house or outside where she can use natural lighting. Chris from his channel, why can't I think of that name right away when I say I can think of his name? Chris, you know who I mean. He got that piece of carpeting from Home Depot. It's a light gray indoor-outdoor carpeting. It's that real low, nubby, carpeting. And he lays like a piece of 5x7 down and takes pictures on that outside in the shade. And they come out really nice. He thinks they're some of his best pictures. So she could do that really easy. She has a Home Depot by her. Go buy a piece of carpet because all her hanging backdrops are huge papers. She can't drag that outside. So she could cut a piece off, I suppose, and use it. But it gets damaged so much quicker than a piece of carpeting. I may get a piece of that carpeting, see. Because I could just throw it down on my deck, which is in the shade a lot, and take pictures that way also. So we'll see how step 2 will go. I think you're right about the Poshmark thing. We'll see. I think it was just a little bit too much to put that try to start that too yesterday. So I'll talk to her about it more tonight and see if she can just go on there and open up the Poshmark app. I'm not sure if she has the Poshmark app yet, but it doesn't take much to get it. So that's what I did all day yesterday. And I've just been with Dexter today and putting my 5 listings on a day, drafting 5, putting 5 on and drafting 5. I have a bunch here more I could put on. I could draft some more, have 10 or 15 up, which that's what I should do. But I had a tremendous amount of sales yesterday. I had 7 or 8 sales. I made $200 yesterday. That's gross. $200 I sold. My phone was ka-chinging the whole time I was over at Michelle's, which I'm hoping was a good thing that would sort of spur her on. She could hear me getting sales. But I also have over 2,000 things in my store. She has to realize that. But we'll see how far this goes. If she keeps going and gets really enthusiastic. She does have some good photo jobs coming up, which is going to keep her in some money, which is good. So that is about what I want to tell you. I have to go on and order me some more of my Vistaprint thank you cards and some more poly bags, the clear one of the sizes of poly bags I'm getting low on. Of course, I took half of them out to Michelle, but yeah, I have to go order those two things. Yes. And wrap this little Toto guy. I have to put him in a bag and send him off tomorrow. He'll be my only thing in the bin so far. He's the only thing I've sold today so far. So I'm going to get in touch with Michelle and see how she's doing. Hopefully she's still enthusiastic. She has to be. Her garage is full of stuff. So I will be on Sunday and show you what I sold. I'm doing okay this week. And I will see you back then. Give you a progress report. So bye for now.